Here's Clark to throw on third down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 16 carries, 92 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They give to Bush going right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Clark. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. take it at about the 16. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Bush.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him 2nd in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Clark to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jets at 12-1 now to start play, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On the run, it's Bush. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So a 1st quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He'll get this up to about the 44.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. As they've got it as we resume action. Target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes.
He's got his tight end. That's Bellinger. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Clark. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the delay, it's Bush. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Clark. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 3. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off play action. Here's Mahomes.
They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the pressure gets to him again.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Clark now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. But it's caught. Tompkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Oh, and that is incomplete. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Mahomes' throw brought in by Bellinger. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
On On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Zadarius Smith gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
Off play action. Clark.
Great grab by Wilson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Clark on 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Bush running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Clark. Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in this 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
A try here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say? And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Another pass complete to Bellinger.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Clark.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The Chiefs offense ready to go again. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt, and now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They run up the middle with Bush. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Here's 3rd and 6.
A give. This is Bush. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. He finds Wilson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, a 22. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Bush. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. A give left side, Bush. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Clark able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run it with Bush. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The give now to Abanikanda.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now Clark on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
They go back to the air here. This one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back to throw.
He's got Bellinger. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Clark. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. Here's second down and 3.
Off play action. Clark. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's first down.
Bush trying the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted.
He's to the 15,
and he brings
this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall to 8-6 with the loss, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.